All right. So we're live. Welcome, everybody. I think the camera's working. I am just going to get in here to my channel on my phone, put the volume down, and see how much of a lag there is. One. About a 5-second lag. That's cool. All right. So the reason we're doing this live episode today, we're going to be talking about a few things. First thing we're going to be talking about is previous episodes. And if there's any questions out there, just punch them into the comment section. That'd be great. And let me know that you're on. Oop, pushed the wrong button there. All right. So let's see here. All right, welcome. All two of us. Who's there? Hi, Julie. How are you today? So, like I say, we're just going to discuss quickly previous episodes. If you have any questions, if not, I'll just get right into talking about them. So far, episodes that we've done, we've done. Well, I started the channel on with episodes on how to start a YouTube channel. Hey, Ray, no, I don't. How to start a YouTube channel. So I did 8 or 9 episodes on how to do that, just the different stuff that I bought to do the channels with. Excuse me. And then we went into the gold stuff. So I do in the future plan on doing some hunting stuff and outdoor living type stuff and all that. But for now, what we're basically, I'm good, Julie. Thank you for asking. Basically, we're going to stick to the gold. So what we did up until now, because we're in Alberta, for those of you who didn't know, Pay Dirt Getaway, good. How are you doing? Is we've had snow and ice on all the rivers. The ground's been frozen pretty solid for the top 8 or 9 inches. So that's a little bit hard to get down. So what I've done is I've done a bunch of pay dirt, offline pay dirt reviews. And then I have a few more that I plan on doing. We've got some Dan Hurd pay dirts here. So we got the gold only pay dirt and then the gold and gem pay dirt. I'm kind of interested to do the gold and gem one because I hear there's some pretty neat stuff in there. But we also got a different one called Prospector's Pay Dirt. So I've also got that off the interweb. So one of them is what they call just their standard pay dirt, and the other one is what they call a golden bag. So 1 in every 5 of their standard pay dirts could be a golden bag, which has up to 6 grams of gold into it. And these ones have up to 4 grams of gold into it. But this one's the only one with a guarantee. This is guaranteed to be at least a gram of gold. So we'll be doing that, these videos. If I can't get out to the river, hey, digging. If I can't get out to the river, we'll do those pay dirts. But if I can't get out to the river, we're going to start doing some river videos. We're going to do, so the main rivers that we're going to be focusing on is the Clearwater River, the Red Deer River, the North Saskatchewan River, and then I'd like to try a couple of the smaller rivers that feed into those. So I think actually the very first river we're going to do is called the Little Red Deer River. The reason I want to do the Little Red Deer River is because there's some restrictions on the Red Deer River from a lake. They have a dam on the Red Deer River, and it's all the way down to the Hardisty Bridge. So that's going to be off limits for a while. But other than that, let's see. I love getting phone calls. Dad's trying to get a hold of me, so I'm just going to text him. Dad, I am live. Log on, you big jerk. All right. So yeah, those are the rivers: Clearwater, Red Deer River, Little Red Deer River, North Saskatchewan, and we did a test run on the Raven River. We got some gold. We didn't really do much through the high banker. If you haven't checked that episode out, check that one out. We got anywhere $4 to $5 worth of gold, but we only ran the machine for about a half hour to an hour once we got everything dialed in. So, if you did a big day and everything was dialed in right, and you picked the right spot to dig, you probably do all right there as well. But there's definitely gold there. So the pay dirts that we've done, we did a bunch. Again, I have Dan Hurd. I've got some prospectors pay dirt we're going to be doing. I also have a company from overseas that's sending me some pay dirt. It's called Arun, ARUN. And we're going to do a review on that. It actually looks like quite an interesting pay dirt that they have. So yes, digging it is asking if we have found anything that we wanted to tweak, and yeah, definitely there is. If you notice in the test run video, at the end of her there, a couple of the holes got clogged up a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the ends off of my spray bar. We're going to attach a threaded plug so that at the end of each trip I can, or if it gets clogged up, depending, I can unscrew the end plugs, run the water through it, clean the system out, and then screw the caps back in. So that's definitely one of the things I wanted to tweak. As well, I might put some adjustable legs on the back. It just seemed that there was a bit of movement with those tires. You put some heavy stuff in and the tires compress a little bit, which, it's probably not doing anything or affecting it in any way, but just, any kind of jiggle or wiggle could knock some of the heavy stuff right out the riffles, and I'm not really interested in that. So I might put a couple of adjustable legs near the back so that it stabilizes a little bit more. But other than that, she seems to run pretty good. If you watch the video and you see something, maybe I didn't catch it, feel free, let me know. I'm always interested to find that stuff out. So just so you know, if anybody is watching, I'm still waiting on 2 people to contact me so I can send them their shirts. We did the last live episode we drew 5 shirts to give away for our 100th subscriber giveaway, and we're still missing. Is that backwards? I gotta look on my. That's funny. Let's see here. Oh no, it's normal. It's backwards on mine. But anyways, Rayanne Kish, you won a shirt. And as well, Orion Schneedeman. So if either of those are you, email me. I'll put the email in the description on the video. Give me your address. I'll send it to you my cost. To me, it looked like you were not lacking any water pressure. That thing was shooting it out. Yeah, I never ran it at full throttle. It seemed to operate best at about half throttle. The water flow seemed to be the best. There's a couple small little tweaks that really I could do or couldn't do. There's a couple little bolt holes up near the top. The fella that had the machine before me bolted some wood in there and stuff. I might just take some aluminum tape and go over those holes that'll keep that little bit of water from dripping out or whatever. But other than that, the water pressure is good. It's just a little 2-inch pump from Princess Auto, under less than $300. Probably got about $80 in hoses and stuff. And then altogether, I looked at a unit about that size. It was a little smaller. It was 10 inches wide by 5 feet long with a 2.5-foot hopper, and they wanted $1,200 for it. And I was like, I can't afford that. So I found that the electrical cable tray and the 2 legs and the 2 wheels basically the only thing I used off it. But I found on Facebook a fella selling that for $300. So I bought that, ripped all the wood out of it, Got some aluminum bent and some expanded metal ordered. I found the cheapest place to get miner's moss was off of Amazon. It came with a little piece of VMAT, but I ordered some more VMAT out of Grand Prairie Mining Supplies. And then, yeah, so all in all, it cost way less than half price to build it yourself. And I've actually could have built it a lot cheaper than that. The cable tray, I did a little research afterwards, and I can get the same size cable tray, 10 feet of it, for about 99 to 150 bucks, depending on where you're going. So, you know, you could build that whole rig that I have for less than $300. So, yeah. All right. So then the next thing that we're going to be starting videos here, probably not this weekend. This weekend we'll have 2 pay dirt videos come out, but the following week we're going to have a couple of prospecting videos come out. We're going to do some test pans on a couple of rivers up here. I'll tell you about it in the video where we're at and all that stuff. I haven't quite decided yet. I got to get out in the truck and go to the rivers and see access and stuff like that. Excuse me. But what we're going to do is we're going to start that. We're going to do some test pans. If I get any test pans with any kind of real color in them, you know, 3, 4, 5 colors or whatever, then we'll probably set up the high banker if there's room and run some dirt. Really, that's what a lot of people just have been asking. When are you going to run some dirt? And yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start getting right to it. I've also been looking at 5 claims out in BC. There's a group that a mining club. You pay an annual subscription and you have access to their claims. So, you know, there's bigger gold in BC. You know, you have the odd chance of getting some nuggets, many little nuggets, but even the standard gold that you're going to find, it's a lot bigger than what we're going to get in Alberta here. So I figured, you know, it's worth the membership fee to be able to go out there and shoot some cool videos, maybe on the Fraser River or you know, maybe closer to Vancouver, and just get in there and start doing some heavy prospecting, really. What else? So for those who just joined us, I think what we'll probably have is some Dan Hurd pay dirt that we're gonna we'll probably do the videos on that, unless one of you guys would rather see some prospectors pay dirt. I do have a golden bag from them. I'm kind of anxious to get into. It's kind of like a bonus bag, you know, 1 in 5, I think, or 1 in 10. Just has a lot more gold into it. So if you want to see either Dan Hurd or Prospectors Pay Dirt, just throw something up in the comments and help me make my decision. Hey, Brandon, you're going to need to clean your screen after this. I was watching your stream while... That's kind of disgusting, buds. All right, so that was some interesting comments we just got rid of there. Wow. All right. Just so you know, this is family stuff, so we don't really appreciate the vulgar stuff that some people want to put on there. I guess everybody gets it from time to time. But yeah, so, and if you could decide either Dan Hurd or Prospectors Pay Dirt, just throw something. Oh, Prospectors Pay Dirt. Okay, do you want the standard bag or the golden bag? I will do the golden bag, I think, but if you want to see just a standard bag, I can go ahead and do that. Rediscoverers have joined us. Hey, if you guys aren't checking out the Rediscoverers YouTube page, go ahead and check that out too. It's pretty interesting. All right, so Diggin' It wants me to do the golden bag of Prospectors Pay Dirt. So we will do that that'll be Friday's video. So keep your eyes open for that. And Julie wants the golden one as well. So we'll do that for Friday's video. How's it going there, rediscoverers, sir? Yeah, so anyways, there is a couple claims. This mining club that I'm thinking about. Yeah, I just okay. So it's Shane with the Rediscovers. I just didn't know if he wanted me to give out his name like that. But yeah, hey Shane. So there's a couple of claims. This club that I'm looking at joining has up by Quesnel, which is right up by Shane, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. And they also have some down by Cranbrook and then a bunch out closer to Vancouver. So I'm going to take a serious look at that, and you know, that we may end up out there. Here's one of the cool things I got this week. It's a gem case, so you can see some of the little gem stuff that I got in some of my pay dirts. This is apatite. This is a little rock with what looks like gold in it. Here, let's see if we can get a better picture of that. Kind of looks like there's some gold in it, but we'll have to smash it with a hammer to find out. Then we got a little green rock. Not quite sure what that is. If you know, let me know. And I think this is fool's gold. Again, maybe I'm just a fool, but if you look at it, you can see it's been cut, and it's pretty shiny stuff. But there's a bunch of it. I thought it kind of looked like gold at first, but then when you see how it's cut and shiny, almost weird looking. So yeah, might be fool's gold. And then we got a nice little piece of quartz, nice clean piece of quartz anyways. And then just a bunch of neat looking little rocks that the wife likes. So I'm going to be filling this up. I've got Dan Hurd's gold and gem. Shane has an app that identifies rocks. Wow, I should actually get a hold of that. So we'll try to fill that up this summer too. Because I can already see, if you're looking the gold and gem pay dirt that Dan Hurd sent out, well, you're not going to be able to see it probably. But there's definitely some apatite for sure. And then I see a little bit of crystals and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. So Shane, digging it, Julie H, Ray McKay, Pay Dirt Getaway, Julie H. Yep. Welcome aboard, guys. It's good to see you. I think this is probably the most people I've had on a live stream yet. But that's good. We're just getting started. Hey, guess what? Good news. I broke 150 subscribers this week. We will be doing another draw at 250. That's good to hear, Shane. I'm glad. It'll just pick up. Well, you know, once some of the other channels start doing some reviews as well, your pay dirt will start going out the door pretty quick. But yeah, so we hit 150 subscribers this week. The goal is 250 for this. Try to get 250 before the end of April. If we can do that, we're going to do another draw. We've got a couple T-shirts left, so we'll push those out pretty quick. And then I'm going to start, you know, if I find some unique rocks with gold in them or some unique gems that look really neat or something like that, I'm going to start putting little packages together and just ship out people some cool little stuff, you know, little vials of stuff. You know, I obviously I don't make any money. It's a small channel, but you know, I like to share what I find with people. who knows? Maybe I'll hit the biggest gold vein Alberta's ever seen this year. I doubt it, but if I did that, it would be good. Vogus will have his bag this week. That should help a lot. Actually, Shane, I shipped your shirt out today. So I don't know how long the Canada Post is going to take to get it there. Probably sometime next year. No, just kidding. You'll probably get it. You'll probably end up getting it. What's today? Wednesday. So you'll probably end up getting it Monday or Tuesday, I'm guessing, unless they're really starting to get things better again. But I doubt that. So, yeah. So we talked about the pay dirts. We talked about high banking and panning. You know, and if you guys have a channel, and you're ever this area in Alberta, and you'd like to do a collaboration video or something like that, I'd be more than interested in doing that. You know, it help both our channels out. And yeah, man, people always. Oh, okay. I don't get any texts or emails all day long. And then when I come to do a live episode, I just get them like crazy. So as you can see behind me, I got some classifiers there. I'm thinking about getting those smaller classifiers. You know, they're a little deeper and a little smaller, just easier to tote around or whatever. So yeah, if any of you guys have any suggestions on smaller classifiers, aside from a kitchen strainer, I already use that. Just let me know, and I'll take a look at some of them. But yeah, all right. I keep getting interrupted, so let's think about this for a sec. What we're doing. Now, I don't know. I know that Alberta, close to where I live, at one point was covered by a ton of glaciers. And I've been doing a little bit of research. And my research is telling me where the old glacier runs used to be. So a lot of it's on private property or farm property, lease property, government lease property. So I have to go around and actually get permissions to start digging in some of these places and figure out a water source so that I can run the high banker and stuff like that, or even the legalities of doing that. Because for a place that had so many glaciers, one would think, you know, that there'd be a lot of glacier gold all over the place. So digging it. I have yet to get strainers. Thought about those ones you have for a bucket. Honest to God, these I'm wearing shorts, so these ones are awesome. As far as that's concerned, they're just a bit bulky, but this lip here fits right inside your 5-gallon pail. And then all the other sizes obviously have the lip, but they fit right on top of the other one. And you just put it in your bucket, run the water over it, shake it up, and give her. Yeah, the old river channels, like the old glacier channels and river channels, is what I'm talking about. And there's still some creeks and stuff in some of those spots. So I have to do a little research because in Alberta, you know, have to be 20 meters wide, and you have to stay with their active channels and stuff like that, unless you have permission to go elsewhere. So I have to figure out how to go about getting the permission to do that. But yeah, and I want to get closer to the mountains. I'm not far from the mountain. I can be in the mountains at 45 minutes in the Rockies. So the rivers that I'm going to go to, like the Clearwater and the Red Deer River and the North Saskatchewan River, they all start up there. So I'm going to start hitting up as close to the park as I can get, because in Alberta we're not allowed to go into the park to use our high banker, but we can use it anywhere else. And so I'm going to basically find out where the boundaries are and just start there and work my way down. They do find lots of gold around Edmonton way. by Hardesty, Red Deer, lots of gold. Not big gold, it's all fairly small gold, but when I look, yeah, West Alberta. Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, there's gold. I can literally drive to the river that's 10 minutes from my house and get gold. I got about 0.04 on a 0.04 and 0.10 of a gram out of a 5-gallon pail. Like I did half and then another half, and I got 0.14 in total, just from one 5-gallon pail. So yeah, it's pretty good. But the closer you get to the mountains, I'm thinking it might get better. So we're going to go up into the mountains, or foothills, or whatever you want to call them, and find out where the exact park boundary is, and basically see if I can set up somewhere there. It allows us. The license that we have in Alberta. It's nothing fancy. It's just a little ministry, Alberta Energy, metallic and industrial minerals license. So they're good for 5 years. They cost $50, but it allows me, if I find myself a river that's not restricted, I'm good there for 14 days. I can mine there for 14 days, and then I have to move 100 yards down, and I can mine there for 14 days. So the wife and I both have those licenses, so I'll be able to do 14 days, and then she can do 14 days in the same spot if it's good on gold. So really, I mean, we can only do that so many times before our season up here is gone, and then and that's what we're going to end up doing there. So yeah, so the next video is going to be out Friday. It's going to be, as discussed, the gold pay dirt. I would take the fishing pole just in case the gold isn't around your hunt zone. Actually, my wife said this year she wants to get into fly fishing, and I said, well, I'm going to be doing some prospecting. And she's like, well, you can prospect while I fly fish. And I'm like, all right, good enough. So we just got a couple new fly rods. So she'll be doing some fly fishing off in the distance, and I'll be doing some prospecting. So yeah, so Friday we're going to do this. It's a golden bag and prospector's pay dirt. And I'll get into more detail in that video, let you know how much it costs, where we got it. And then we'll just do the panning video. So I do appreciate everybody who's decided to watch this video. If you are subscribed, right on. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, because we will be having a draw as soon as we hit 250 subscribers. Hit the like button. Appreciate that every time. And these are just going to get better and better, these live episodes. Obviously, I got to do something with my background back there. And we'll get that sorted out. I really didn't plan on doing a whole bunch of live episodes, but if it picks up, we'll just keep doing them. All right. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating in the comments. Yeah. So until Friday, I guess we'll see you then. But other than that, if I don't see you around, I'll see you square. And just so you know, that's my end video tag face. All right. Thanks. I will have fun on my next trip, and hopefully you'll have fun watching it as well. All right, guys. Have a great night and a good weekend. If you don't see any videos before then, and stay safe and heavy pans, everybody. Good night.